Good morning, guys. It is Friday, March 14th. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to get on here and make a quick video of the average pay here at Melton Truck Lines. Of course, if you're experienced, your numbers may differ a little bit from mine, also depending on your taxes situation and how you claim with the payroll department. But we're here right now at Barrett Outdoor Living, and we are about to pick up some fencing product, and it's a two-stop load going to Tennessee and then going to Purvis, Mississippi. It's only like 1,100 miles, so it's not the best load, but it could have been a lot worse. The second stop delivers on Tuesday, which I was hoping they both could drop off Monday, but unfortunately not. So it happens sometime. But anyway, I ended up returning from the last home time, the 14th, I believe it was, of February. So I'm going to put up a little pop-up on the screen of the pay and everything from that week. But we're going to go ahead and get started with that week. So this was the payroll ending on the 21st. So we had two loads that week. First one was 831 miles loaded and 132 empty miles. That one there paid $558, and it was also tarp, so it paid an additional $100. And then we had a second load, which was 1,062 total miles. So it was 993 loaded and 69 empty, which paid $615 and also an additional $100 tarp pay. Those were the only two loads on that payroll. I want to say that was not the week we broke down. I want to say we came back midweek for that one, which is why we didn't have a full payroll. But we ended up grossing $1,030.25, and we took home $1,180. And of course, we're going to take home more than we gross because of the per diem plan here at Melton Truck Lines. Going on to the next week, payroll ending for February 28th. We had three loads that week. First load was 1,192 total miles. That's 1,161 loaded, 31 empty. That one there paid $691 and also an additional $100 for tarping. The second load we did was a total of 1,158 miles. That would be 963 loaded miles and 195 empty miles. That one there was a total of $671 for the mileage pay and $100 for the tarp pay. And the final load, that one picked up on a Friday. However, I did get $95 in detention pay for this one because we were there for, I want to say, 3 or 4 hours over our pickup time. So anyway, that one there was 1,137 total miles. That's 626 miles loaded, 511. The amount was $659.46 for our loaded miles and an extra $100 for tarp pay. So that week there, the total miles is going to be on the screen, and we grossed $1,824.67 and was able to take home $1,982 with our 3 tarp loads and our detention pay. So that was a great week. The following week is the week we broke down with our trailer, and I basically had an entire weekend load screwed up because of this. So this was the week that we had blew 6 tires within a matter of a couple days, and it caused me not to be able to deliver in Pennsylvania. We were taking a load from Salt Lake City, and it was supposed to deliver on a Friday, but due to the repairs we needed, we couldn't deliver it on that Friday, so it had to wait till Monday. So that week we only had that one load. That was 1,918 total miles, was 1,908 loaded and 10 empty. That one there paid $1,112.44 with a $100 tarp pay. We also got a drop and hook $25 credit as well on our payroll for that, because I believe on that early Monday we ended up switching trailers, so they gave us $25 for that load too. And then of course the $300 in breakdown pay. Melton was nice enough to compensate for the issues I was having, so it's better than nothing. So I do appreciate that. That week we ended up grossing $1,211.38 and was able to take home $1,294. So wasn't the best. That the load kind of got screwed up, at least the week did. But this next week is going to be the week of March 14th. So this is what just passed. We was able to get 3 loads, all of which were tarped. First one was a total of 1,378 miles. That's 1,334 loaded and 44 empty miles. And we got $799.24 plus an additional $100. So basically that was a $900 load right there. The next load we got was 1,341 miles. That is 1,131 loaded and 210 empty miles, which brought our amount to $778.78 with an additional $100 in tarp pay. Our third load was a relatively short one. I think that one was picking up in, it wasn't Montana, it was one of the, let's see here, it was picking up in Minnesota, right by Minneapolis, and I was running straight to Chicago. So it was picking up on a Thursday, delivering on a Friday, I believe it was. That one was 420 miles total, so 369 loaded, 51 empty. The total was $243.60 for mileage pay. We got $100 for tarp and $25 for, it says X-Pay driver stop, so I don't even remember what that was, to be honest. But that brought our gross to $1,611.99. Take home $1,772.53. So that was the 4 weeks I have been on the road. So me personally, I like to stay out 6 weeks at a time because it helps me maximize my Road Warrior credits. And I feel like if you don't put your home time in like every 3 weeks, they're going to kind of keep you running longer distances because they're not trying to keep you in a certain proximity to your house. So I think 6 weeks is kind of like the sweet spot for me. And then I'll be going home the week of the 24th. So if we go ahead and add everything up, as far as our take-home pay, like I said, this week, or for last payroll, which just passed up this Thursday, we made $1,173.53, and then the last week was $1,294.57. The week before was $1,982.16, and then the week before that was $1,180.25. That brings our total for the month $6,229, and that is take home, guys. That's not even gross. That's take home. So that's the relatively number that you can, if you have at least a year experience, you're gonna average 2,700 miles a week. But these last couple weeks we have been kind of getting over 3,000. So I guess it just depends on what time of the year it is and everything. But I will tell you, these tarp paid loads definitely help out with the weekly checks. But anyways, guys, we weren't able to get much footage for this week as far as the loads. A lot's been going on since we delivered that load to Laredo. However, next week we're gonna have another vlog uploaded. We're actually getting ready to get loaded here in about 30 minutes, so we're gonna get some footage of that, and it'll be on next week's video. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in joining Melton, go ahead and click the link in the description or use my driver code. I would appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week.